y'all, what's up? I'm your host Christian. Welcome back to another episode of Unspoken Word. Today I have with me Tati and Simi, and we're going to be talking about the men and women's perspective. Do y'all think men and women think the same?
No, they don't. Not at all.
Okay, so as in general, like what about school-wise or just, no, we don't think the same in nothing, like school, relationships.
Y'all smarter than us in school.
I'm glad somebody said it.
100%.
Hey, I can agree with that.
School's not the only thing,
But I mean, what about when it comes to like relationship, cheating, like...
It's different perspective in that aspect, though. In my opinion.
Right.
When it comes to relationships, it's a totally different ball game.
It is because y'all want
thinking wide.
Right, because I feel like, you know, the dude, they want us to accept a lot and they want to push a lot to the side like it ain't nothing. They want to tone it down like it ain't nothing. Us as a female, we analyze stuff. We think about stuff. Y'all can say something.
overthink.
Yeah, and then
overanalyze.
And then we put stuff together too. So it's like you can say something, and then we start thinking like, okay, he just said this. Back on this day, he said this.
Y'all put too much together sometimes. Now, I don't want to forget that part. Now. Sometimes y'all overanalyze.
But y'all, I mean, we do, but y'all be giving us that though.
How we can't make you overanalyze.
I mean, y'all actions.
So exactly. So you don't feel like a man's actions is why female acts the way she acts sometimes, or why
that's valid. That's valid. Yeah, that's valid.
So in relationships, why do you think? Why does it do like when it happens? Why do they try to downplay it though? Like why do they try to make us seem like we tripping? From the man perspective.
Like as far as what? Like when you what?
Like okay, say you get caught up in something, or say you arguing and you say something and
they got to manipulate us. They got to flip it because at the end of the day, they don't want that to end. They want to.
They don't want nobody else to have what they get.
You know what I'm saying? Like they want that to keep going, but it's like, oh, okay, well I effed up, so.
But they ain't gonna never say that. They ain't gonna never say that.
Of course not. Why would they say it? Because if they say it, then they admitting that they wrong at the end of the day.
And then that gives us an ammunition to get on up out of there. They don't want to happen.
First of all, if somebody want to get on up out of there, they can get on up out of there. Ain't nobody stopping you from getting on up out of there.
I know we all done had this argument when you arguing with your significant other and they be like, if you want to leave, then just leave. If you want to break up with me, then break up with me. And then we say, okay, well, whatever. So you gonna leave me. Why do y'all do that? So you really gonna leave me, or you really want me to leave?
If a motherfucker wanna leave, ain't no. You really gonna leave me? Gonna stop you?
Hey, it'll stop me a couple of times. I ain't gonna stunt. Cause
But if you wanted to leave, that means you don't want to leave.
I mean, I did though, but it's like, you know, when you want to be with someone, like you want to be with that person, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, they'll change, they'll do better, and then sometimes it just turns into time wasted. But it's like we want y'all to do good. We want y'all to be that dude.
Exactly.
So if the police tell you, get out of here, man, before I take you to jail,
I'm gone.
Exactly.
But that's
you
the
ain't
police.
Exactly. That's all. Like, I don't have no ties to the police.
Exactly.
I don't have no feelings for the police.
But I'm okay.
You
yeah,
can't
maybe that was a bad example. I think we should pause it. But I don't know.
I mean, because you know when you get emotional ties, like it's easier said than done.
Man, I just know if I think from a man perspective, if a nigga want to leave, he just gonna fucking leave. Ain't no.
I don't think so.
Oh, you gonna leave me?
I done been in that situation, and they don't leave.
I mean, a nigga ain't want to leave them.
So why say it? Why do what you doing?
Why not just
get yourself together? That would, like, if your actions is on that, why not get your actions together and do what you're supposed to do and be the dude that I want you to be?
And it's a lot of variables in different situations too now that come into play when you talking about these situations too though.
Right.
It's a lot of variables.
But the main one is if you the dude and you out here doing whatever it is you doing, say you cheating or whatever you doing, talking to somebody. Yeah. Why don't you just leave me alone? Why waste my time?
Yeah, at the end of the day, a nigga really don't want to leave you alone, for real.
So, but why?
What's the point in
a nigga
entertaining other or outside
people
things if that's the case, if you don't really want to leave that person alone, and you know that that's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't want me on this podcast.
No, listen, no, but seriously, if you know that at the end of the day that you don't want to leave that person alone, that's the person you want to be with, but yet you're doing things that will cause some type of disruption in that relationship, and it's gonna cause problems, and it's gonna cause things to be like damn, is this even worth it? Like, is this what I want to go through because of just the little simple things? Well, the little things that you think are simple that you do, as far as cheating or talking to or entertaining, whatever. Why? Like, what's the point of that? If that's the person that you don't want to leave alone, why? Like, why?
Listen, I don't know. I can't even answer that. It's just in our DNA. We just like women.
And that is not a good answer. I hate when we
I
say
heard that
that.
so many
terrible.
A
times,
dude is
so,
gonna be
you
a
know,
dude. No, that is not no excuse.
It's terrible.
Because then it boils down to, okay, how was you raised though? Like, your parents, like, I don't get it. Like, did your mama and daddy not set a good example? Did your daddy say that? I just don't believe. Like, to me, that's crazy to say that. That's like me saying, well, I'm a woman, so I'm smarter than you, and it's in my DNA because I'm a woman. Like, that sounds crazy.
So, I mean, that's just a question that, honestly, it'll just never be answered. It's just you're going to get the same answer every single time. Something that's
No
insufficient.
answer.
It's just, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, because if they got the answer, they ain't going to tell us the answer, because guess what?
They don't want us to know that.
Exactly.
But, I mean,
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about us like we ain't here.
You here. Speak on behalf of the men out here.
I can't speak on behalf of everybody now. Only myself.
Okay, so when it comes, let's talk about settling. Do you think a female should stay with a dude if the dude is doing a whole bunch of cheating and extra stuff? And do you think they should leave, or do you think they should just stick it out until the dude gets his stuff together?
It's variables to it.
Variables like what? Like what variables?
You can tell when somebody want to be with you. A woman should be able to tell. Well, that's hard, like I said, that's hard to say too.
Yeah, because if
a woman can't tell if you constantly dogging a woman, like if you constantly doing her wrong. I mean, yeah, you could say at the end of the day, oh yeah, I want to be with you, but it's actions at the end of the day, like that a woman is gonna look at.
Because then it goes back to like us thinking about like,
yeah,
well, he's saying this, but he doing this.
I don't think that niggas realize how much at the end of the day that their actions affect how a woman feels like about herself, like, well, damn, like, yeah, mentally. Like what can I do, or what am I, like, females constantly go back and forth on that, like when they in a relationship. And because men don't think like that. That's why it's hard for us to grasp that aspect of it. I mean, I get that, but what I'm saying is though, like, it really brings down
insecurities to y'all.
Yeah, a lot of insecurities, and that's what causes a lot of relationship problems too at the end of the day, because it's like a nigga gonna be like, well, you always accusing me of this, and you insecure this, or you insecure that, and it's like, well,
once you break that trust, it's like, what do you expect though?
Yeah,
like once that trust is gone, it's like, I mean, I can't believe nothing
you constantly wondering, constantly like,
who is you texting? Your phone going off? Who calling you?
Yeah, like that's the first thing you do.
But that shouldn't be, as far as that goes. Like, if you want this to be your nigga, why is you even worried about all that?
You can't say.
Why is you worried about who the fuck texting your phone?
But
he got friends now.
But you can't sit up there and say that after
what led up to that.
Exactly. You can't say that.
Because you know, in the beginning, everybody get that clean slate. At least with me, I try to give a clean slate. Like, I don't want to bring my past into my future. Like, I try to give everybody like that clean slate. Once you show me that you ain't really worth nothing, or you like on some sneaky stuff, okay, little by little that slate gets dirty. And then, like I said, once you breach that trust, it's just like.
So tell me this. 99% of the time, what is the first thing that a woman do that tells her a man is fucking off? What does a woman do? 99% of the time, what does a woman do?
What do you mean? Like, are you talking about as far as the action wise, or like
for her to realize that this nigga ain't shit,
For me,
Quote, unquote.
it's I done caught you in some stuff. I done
Okay, how do you do that though? What action do you take to realize that for you to say this nigga you done caught him in some stuff?
First of all, it's signs.
The
signs are there.
What does he do? Well, I mean, what do you do?
Okay, I used to be with a dude, and I knew he was on some sneaky stuff because we would sleep in the bed together. He would always have his phone flipped over. Soon as he woke up in the morning, dude arm off the side of the bed texting. Like, what is you hiding? You texting like this. Your phone is blowing up, and then, okay, you can't answer certain calls, and now it's this and that. And then when you do answer the calls, you want to cuss this person out. No, you ain't doing that when I'm not around. So, like, your actions is telling me. Ain't no regular dude doing all that texting and hiding and sneaky
not
stuff.
Slick, though. That's
At
the
all.
thing. Like, they try to be, and it's not. You gotta think, a woman's mind is complex. Like, men are more so like, they got a one-track mind, but women, it's just.
And
like,
then we curious too, and I ain't gonna
things
stunt.
going on.
Y'all
in
go
their
through
head.
motherfucking phones.
I didn't go through the phone, but I did look. After a while, like,
through
okay,
phones.
I'm gonna flip this phone over. Like, what you trying to hide? And then when I see all these females' names, and like, okay, now who is this? What is this about? Now I'm gonna start asking questions.
But okay, females do go through phones.
I mean, yeah, we
Say
know.
that.
Why? I want to know why. Why do you
Because
go
in
through?
our mind-
Why?
Because
So
in our
if
mind,
you
we
do
got
something that triggers that,
But why do you go through a phone if you're gonna stay?
because you're lying.
But why? What's the point of going
benefit of the
through a
doubt,
phone?
giving the benefit
But
of
I'm
the
Like,
doubt.
I want to know. Like, I want to know.
Why do
exactly,
you want-
because
why do you want
it's
your
just a
feelings
female.
hurt?
It's just a female.
Why-
My feelings
why-
already
why-
hurt. My feelings is already hurt at this
But why
point.
hurt our feelings though? Like, why if you want
What's
to be
the-
a fussy, you
But I'm
love
saying
her.
no, they already hurt. You saying they already
But
hurt?
what's the
right?
That's
point of doing
confirmation.
dirty
It's
stuff?
confirmation.
What
for real, for real.
What? Why?
Because
Why
in our
do
mind,
you go
because
through somebody's
just like with a crime scene, you can have like an intuition, or you can have like you got a feeling, but until you get the evidence, you can't convict nobody. You can't pop off at nobody. You can't do anything until you have the evidence. So then when you get the evidence, it just goes from there.
But I'm saying, why do y'all
Validation.
want that?
Validation.
Why?
Because why live in secret?
I'm
I'm
saying
gonna-
nobody.
okay, because I'm gonna
a
constantly-
nigga, man, niggas not gonna go. A nigga ain't gonna go through your phone like that. bro.
Dude, done went through my
Niggas do
phone
go through
before
phones, period.
a couple of times.
And if a nigga
Get
go through
his
your
feelings
phone,
hurt.
9 times out of 10,
They ain't gonna leave.
you done went through that nigga phone
Nah,
first.
That's not true.
Nah,
That's not true.
No.
That's
Nigga
not
go
true.
through your
Guilty
go through
mind
y'all phone.
got a guilty mind,
That's
got a
not
guilty
true.
conscience. That's how I look at it.
Man, yeah.
That's how it was in my situation. Guilty mind had a guilty conscience.
He went through
You
your
out
phone
here
before he
doing
went
stuff.
through
Yeah, while I was asleep, because he out here doing stuff, getting caught up and stuff, and of
Getting
course
caught up with-
I mean, because when a dude doing something.
Yeah.
And then they try to
understand.
start stuff with the female because they doing something. It's like you really telling on yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, he went through my phone first in
What
that
was in there?
situation. I think it was. I think it was a message from a dude. I think it was so long ago. But we really wasn't talking about nothing for real.
Man, that's a message from
We-
a dude.
we
That's
wasn't
all
talking
nigga
about
need to
nothing,
see.
though.
That's all nigga need to
But
see.
the conversation, like I let you read the conversation. We wasn't talking about nothing.
You talking to a nigga though? That's
But
in
you-
a
but
nigga
you-
ass.
But talking and
That's
actually
enough.
doing something, like, what's the difference?
That's
A dude does, like, in his case, he did something. I was just talking. So I mean, if you weigh it, you did something. I was just talking.
So that's a different.
That's a big difference. Like, I mean, it's the same
That's
thing.
not
Like,
a
it's
difference in no nigga
both.
ass. You giving a nigga-
Exactly.
You giving a nigga a chance?
But I've been giving you chances. It's like y'all.
No, I'm talking about you talking to a nigga. You giving a nigga
But
a chance.
y'all gave y'allself to the girl. Y'all gave her
And a nigga-
more
a
than a
nigga-
chance. Y'all
a
giving
nigga
her
so,
hope. Cause what y'all do with y'all side hoes, y'all be telling them what they want to hear, and then them hoes getting their feelings, and then they want to be the main hoe, and they start doing stupid stuff.
Bitches
And
don't
start.
know. I'm sorry.
They don't know how to play their
Females
role
don't know where they cut off at.
because the dudes don't make it clear to them. Cause they be over there
Nigga
telling
do.
them what they want to hear.
They sure don't.
A nigga will make it clear
A
to
nigga
her.
know. A nigga will treat they side hoe just like they treat their girlfriend.
And they'll be over there pillow talking about they main.
And that's just whack. It's fuck. It's
A
whack.
nigga will keep it real. Oh, what the fuck does that change though in y'all ass as the main? What does that change?
Changes
Anyway?
I mean, I feel like-
because I feel like at that point, like, do you really value what you have with me? Because you treating me just like
That
you
ain't
treat
gonna
all.
change.
I feel like at the end of the day, if you
It
in
changed
a,
a lot about a relationship.
I
I'm
just feel like if
saying,
you in a relationship, like I don't want to know that my dude has a side hoe. Like I don't want to be like I'm his main. Like that's still stupid. Like I'm the main, but you the
That's
side.
cool.
Like who wants to have like know that they sharing a dude? Like I shouldn't have to share like my dude at all.
There's no respect in that.
Exactly.
It
at
was
the end of the day, ain't nobody married unless you
And
married.
and
What does
that
that mean?
and that brings okay. So that my daddy tells me he done always told me that at the end of the day, boyfriend and girlfriend really don't mean nothing. Like
don't,
it's
but you-
technically just a title, and when you get married, that holds more weight because you really don't have nothing tying you but your loyalty and your character.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, when you boyfriend and girlfriend, you laying down the foundation to be fiance and then husband and wife. But if I can't trust you in that early stage, I'm not gonna put myself in a position to be fucked up in the long run. I'm not. That's just dumb.
But a motherfucker do that shit though.
Yeah, they do. But
A
I'm
nigga get caught cheating and propose next week.
Well,
Motherfucker say,
I mean, that's just
Yeah.
weaker females. But
I do.
If a nigga cheat
Yeah,
on
ain't
me
no
and
way I'm
propose
saying
next
yeah.
week, this is gonna be a no. Like, what have you shown
That's
me?
how
Because
it
at that
should
point,
be.
it's like,
But
are
a
you
mo-
just doing this to appease me at this point?
that's what a lot of women put pressure on niggas to make to. That's what they make it feel like.
Well, I mean, that's
I mean,
A lot of
they
niggas,
do,
a lot of
but
niggas
then-
get married because they forced into it, not because they
Yeah,
want to.
but I mean, and then too, you
but
know, a lot
nobody
of
has
people,
to do that.
and a lot of people
I'm
think
saying,
they think
no,
a
nigga-
ring will change something too, though. Like a
It
lot of
don't
people
change
that,
shit.
like, you know,
When a
and it
nigga
really
ready,
don't.
he gonna be ready. You can't put no
But-
pressure on a nigga
But my
to do
thing
some
is,
shit.
it either it's pressure or either it's the dude thinking, okay, if I give her what she want, then that'll, you know, make her back up off of me, and then I can still do what I'm doing because she got a ring now. Which is just like, I mean, it's just not solid. Like the foundation just it's like you just sweeping everything under a rug, and it's like there's only so much you can try to sweep
That's
under a
just
rug
building
before
for
a
a
crack.
bad marriage, if you ask me.
100%.
I want mine to be
Solid from the get.
exactly.
I want to
us
know.
to be 100% before we go into something like that, because that's a lifelong commitment. I'm not getting married to get divorced.
Right. So then it's like with that, I guess conversation, like communication comes into play. Because it's like, you know, do you talk about, it's like, I don't know.
You can't, boyfriend and girlfriend can't talk about stuff like that.
Nah, because it
It's not
it
gonna
always
go
turns into an
well.
argument. Always.
Talk about what?
Cheating,
The issues.
and getting past, like, it's not.
But
it's
you
never,
gotta
it's-
talk about that,
You can
though.
talk about it, but it's never a conversation that a nigga is going to respond to, because you're gonna ask, well, why'd you do this? Like,
Somehow,
you
But
gonna
y'all,
get this.
go ahead, man.
You just get this vague answer, and it's like
It's gonna piss you off.
it doesn't give you what you're looking for. You're not getting any type of answers. It's
'Cause-
pointless. So it's pointless to talk about it.
Because then somehow, some way, it's going to turn into an argument. Either
But
way you look at it.
y'all be wanting.
Because we be so
What-
mad, though. That's what it be. Like,
The fact is females want to know why. Like, they want to know why, because they want to know,
What can
What-
you do better than what the
which
fuck
we
is-
shouldn't think like that, but that's just what it is at
And
the end of
that's
the day.
not
I
what
mean,
it don't be that. It's
But,
just a
but guess
nigga.
what?
It's a
dudes
nigga
dudes don't
DNA.
explain that though. Dudes don't say, you know, it's not you, it's just
A nigga
A,
just
B, C.
But I
They
mean,
just
A
say,
nigga,
I
real
don't have
talk.
an answer for you.
real talk. A nigga can finesse that. Nigga gonna hate me for this shit too. A nigga can finesse that however he want to. But real talk, a nigga don't even know why he love women.
so,
Other than he just fucking love women. Nigga, we just love women.
but I mean,
It's hard to say, like, why did you fuck her? What's so special about her? Shit, I don't know.
but it's like,
I mean, but what do you get out of it though? Like, what do you get
Satisfaction,
out
then
of
what,
it?
So
what a
when you-
nigga doing? It
versus-
come right back to you.
Right.
A
Come
nigga,
back
got
to you. Right,
nigga got a chance to go over there and stay over there. What he do? Come back to you. But y'all don't think about shit like
But
that
do you
though.
think
But that don't make
you
it
always
better
supposed to be
either.
That
special?
don't.
That just you come back to me and
'Cause you know
I'm
I'ma
just
be
at this
here.
point, like exactly like,
But
oh
that-
well, you come back to me because shit, I'm letting you do this.
exactly.
Boy, this is a hell of a conversation, boy. Men and women perspective is, I'm telling you, it's so complex.
So, okay.
that you can't fucking you.
It's,
You can't understand the next. You can't understand the next.
I mean, I agree.
So okay, so like with marriage though, like is it still the same thing? Like a dude just gonna be a dude?
No.
Well, okay, so
But at a rate, yeah. You think this married man ain't looking at these women out here on these motherfuckers? He may not take.
I mean,
the action.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's looking. The wife probably looking at dudes too.
No, I mean, yeah, of course. I'm saying, women don't have that in them like men do.
Because you know when we get emotionally attached, we don't just go out here and just do like randoms. When you're emotionally attached and you're in it with that dude, it takes a lot for us to really cheat on a dude.
It is women out here that just do random.
I mean, you know
That's
that.
just hoes
We ain't gonna forget about it. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna forget about
But
that.
we talking about women.
Like right, like a real woman
Alright.
that really loves a
Alright,
man.
that women do now. We ain't
We
going.
ain't talking about hoes. We talking about women.
All right.
Cause I mean, it is hard. Like for it is hard for like someone like if you really love that person, like for you to just
It's hard
up
to
and
cheat.
cheat on them without having. Because I mean, once you get past that random stage, you're just talking to people. Like you don't want to just mess with no random.
You
So
gonna
you don't wanna
always
just-
look for your man in the next person, regardless.
And a dude too. Like I don't care what nobody say. If a dude know he had a good female and it's at that point the female leaves, like with me, I'll use me as an example because I'm a great female, unbiased, y'all. Just saying. But anyway, dang, what was I about to say? Trying to be cocky. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like real talk, like a lot of dudes I done fool with, I know for a fact, like they be looking for me in other females that they get with, and they done told me like they want to still be with me, but they be looking for me in other females, and I mean it don't never work out because you know when you get a good female, you're not gonna find another solid female. Everybody ain't solid. They can try to be solid, but everybody ain't solid. Everybody ain't built like that. Everybody don't have what we gave y'all or what we accepted from y'all. So it's like, why keep me or try to put me or put them on the same level as me, and why do whatever you do when you can just have a solid foundation from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. But y'all know one thing?
What?
The black woman to men ratio. Y'all know that? I don't know either, but I know it's higher. I wanted to say what it was, but I don't know what it was.
I thought you were about to say it's broken.
No, it's not broken. The black woman to man ratio is way higher. So for a motherfucker to think, or for a woman to think that you ain't gonna find another like me,
You ain't.
that's
I know
easy.
for a fact.
That's easy to say though.
But it's
You
not.
might find
It's not
similar
saying you're not
characteristics.
gonna find
Of course
another
I'm not.
woman like me.
Of course
It's
you're not
just
gonna find that.
it's saying that the qualities that you had with that, the qualities that woman had when you were in a relationship with her, what made you stay, or the qualities that attracted you to her. You're not gonna find that in nobody else. Like people are different in their own ways.
Of course.
Just like if something happened in my relationship and we didn't work out,
My mind
I'm gonna look for the same qualities that my dude has, or that my ex dude has, in the next person, because that's what that's what kept us, like that's what I wanted, that's what I was looking for. And to have that for so long and to lose it, it's gonna be hard to just pick up, and like that's why females go back to like what they're familiar with.
Shoot, that I agree with. But once you get tired, like
Yeah.
when I got fed up and I got tired, it was
I
like
agree.
bump that. I don't want no one like you. I want someone different. I want someone better than.
But
what
when
you
it comes
had.
to
Or what you did, not what you had.
But when it comes to talking to another person, you reluctant to do that. You don't want to do that because of what you already went through. It's like, I don't want to start over and go through all of them stages just to get to.
See, I ain't with that. I don't mind starting over. Because like I said, when it comes to, like, if I go through what I done went through with a dude, the next person, like I said, I try to give everybody a clean slate. Like, I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. Just so you can't never say that I didn't never give you no chance. You can't never say that I didn't never heal from whatever I had before you, or I kept comparing you to my last dude. So it's like I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt just because, you know, I want someone to do the same thing with me. Like that's why I like it takes me a minute to just get with someone else. Unless I was already cheating and I already had this dude and I'm still talking to him. But and it really just comes with getting older, because I mean, back in the day, it would be like a shoot. You're what I'm familiar with, so I'm just gonna keep going back and forth with you. But it's like when you get older, or when say you got kids involved, it's like you want better than what you had or what you went through. Like you want to set an example. Like in my situation, like I said, I got a kid, so I want to set an example, especially with her being a girl. Like I don't want her to look at it like, well, my mama was always with a toxic person, or she always had toxic stuff around me. So that's all I know. I don't know how to love nobody. I don't know how to let nobody love me because my mama didn't do it, or my daddy didn't do it, or nobody showed me that.
That's true.
So it's like, you know, it's I guess different situations have different answers when it comes to stuff like that.
100%.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess look what the old people say: when you know better, you do better, and the older you get, the wiser you get. I guess. Is that what they be saying?
Different strokes for different folks.
Right. So I mean, I guess what it boils down to is, as y'all can see, we three, like the three of us,
completely different.
Right, and me and her
We think differently.
Right, like we both women, he a man, and it's just we all got different perspectives, and some things work for some people and some things don't. So it's just like, at the end of the day, I guess men and women are always gonna think different. It's always gonna be a man's perspective and a woman's perspective. We can't bring them together because it's like a Rubik's Cube that no one will ever be able to figure out for whatever reason. I guess it's in our DNA, I guess.
Can't get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Made to be like each other.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, you know.
But it's beautiful.
Right. Like, when you make it work, you make
I'm
it
about
work.
to say, when it happened, it happened.
Right. So.
If you know, then you know.
Right. But all right, y'all, that's all the time we have for today. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Unspoken Word. Catch me next week in a new episode with who knows. But catch me next week. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe across all social media platforms. Unspoken Word TV. Tati and Simi, I appreciate y'all for joining me on this week's episode. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.